said I would do everything in the world. I'm a womanizer, a drug addict, everything.
Hey guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. Basketball was a way out of a dangerous and poverty-stricken environment. Before some stars made it into the league, they were faced with some serious adversity that they had to overcome. This included ties to the gang culture. As you all know, leaving it behind is difficult, but these players had to do it for their future. Here are a few NBA players with gang ties. Number 5, DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan has been trying to get used to his new NBA team the past few seasons, but the Spurs knew they added a franchise player. DeMar is known to play with raw emotion and passion every time he's out on the court. He's had to overcome obstacles and bad habits early in his life, but thanks to his determination, hard work, discipline, and talent, DeRozan went from the streets of California to an NBA superstar. DeMar, however, won't ever forget where he came from. This is why when he began his career with the NBA, he was often seen throwing up gang signs that showed his affiliation with the Crips. Born and raised in Compton, California, DeRozan had to overcome one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the entire United States. Compton is known for its roots in some of the most insane gang activities ever, but good for DeRozan because basketball saved him. He grew up in a hostile environment with several members of his family facing death due to it being in the proximity of his own home, and so he knew it was time for him to get out of it. From an early age, DeMar was an impressive young talent with his ability to attack the room and play defensive. He quickly became one of the most desired assets in California basketball. Ranked top 5 in the nation while in Compton High School, everyone knew he was a very big deal. Despite that, he never forgets his roots. During an interview with ESPN, DeRozan's past was brought up and he responded by saying, "People ask me what I would have done if it wasn't for basketball. I can never give a good story because I honestly don't know. I had no other option."
Do you ever hesitate? Like, oh, you know what? I shouldn't jump right here.
Nah, you can't hesitate.
Number 4, Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce has been retired for a few years now, but when we look back, we see how he played with an insane intensity and always strived to win. Early in his career, however, Pierce had some gang-related issues that cost him major fines and almost his life at one point. Pierce was born and raised in Oakland, California. His family later moved to Inglewood, California, where he attended the county's high school. California was known for 2 of its violent gangs at the time, and during Pierce's NBA career, we often saw him make signs of one of them. One time, a gang member attacked Pierce with a knife, almost costing him his life. Even then, he showed up to play all 82 games the following season. Basketball for him was his only solace. After days of the incident, Pierce still felt paranoid from the gang. He said it was the reason he got on the court so fast. He wanted to get rid of all the members associated with that incident, and it was at the court that he felt safe.
Man, that night changed my life, man. I remember being at the hospital, banging on the hospital door, having shortness of breath. You know, it really changed my life for me to get through that.
Number 3, Steven Jackson. During his career, Jackson played for 9 different NBA teams and was most notably known for his performance in the 2003 season where he won his only NBA championship with the Spurs. Retirement has been rather good to Jackson, but before he made it to the NBA, he lived a dark life with a connection to a gang. He practically grew up among multiple gangs. He's one of the few athletes who's open about his gang ties and told his story multiple times. He was involved in one since he was 9 years old. For him, fights, substance, and death were part of his childhood. This definitely made an impact on his life. He lost his brother when he was just 15 years old. He openly talks about being associated with the Bloods as he wore red every day because of this. He was also almost a victim of a club shooting incident in 2006 that happened as a result of his gang affiliations.
So I know he wasn't in his right mind. I mean, if I lose my mom, I'd probably be
No telling what I'll be the next couple of days.
Number 2, Monte Ellis. Even though Ellis never won an NBA championship, he would definitely win the award for being the most improved NBA player. Born in Jackson, Mississippi, an area with high gang activity, the superstar sports several tattoos, one of which displays the letters GD, which is believed to represent the gangster's disciples. They're a criminal street gang that was formed in the south side of Chicago in the late 1960s. This gang eventually branched out nationwide, making its way to Mississippi. The predominant symbol of this criminal gang is a 6-pointed star that's similar to what Monte Ellis has on his body. There's a lot of speculation around the shooting guard's affiliations before he got to the NBA, and these clues help him to get to know about it a little better. The star himself has never commented on his connections with criminal gangs. Fans are constantly looking for signs that prove their case.
Fast break, transition. Montella have it all.
Number 1, James Harden. Former MVP James Harden has been known for his insane performances on the court. He is most commonly known for his coveted step-back 3-point shoot that never fails to impress people. Harden has been lighting up the scoreboard for years. Now, a lot of people don't seem to remember this, but a few years ago, Harden was seen throwing gang signs during an NBA game. Years back, when James Harden was playing against the San Antonio Spurs, he was running up and down the court throwing hand signs that made a lot of people think he belonged to them. Growing up, Harden played basketball in Lakewood, California, and the Blood Gang was found in the same vicinity too. They are famously known for trying to recruit young African Americans to the gang whenever they get the chance. They were known for creating chaos in the streets and making money by whatever means necessary. They were identified as members of a gang through colors, symbols, tattoos, graffiti, and hand signs. Harden is allowed to have befriended various rappers that have ties with the Blood Gang. The most well-known among them is Lil Wayne. At the time, he doesn't seem to have any serious connections, but this could sure have problems in the future.
I made a trade so far. It's been pretty good.
Life for some superstars that we see today hasn't been easy. They've lived through some super tough times, and if it wasn't for their professions, they might not have changed at all. Even if they say they don't think life would be any different if it weren't for the sport. At this point, we're glad these players sought their way out and settled with respectable lives, or else it would have been miserable for everyone. Do you think you would hold out the same respect for these players if they were still affiliated with these gangs, or would you cut your support off with them? Let us know down in the comments section below. And while you're doing that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content such as this in the future. Until next time, guys, take care and goodbye.